All right, a few minutes left on the clock. Time to bring in my friend Cabot Phillips for a story. 60 seconds. Let the emojis be your guide, brother. First up, people have gotten creative over the last 2 years with what qualifies as a mask. But one woman in Argentina took it to the next level when she stripped her dress off in an ice cream shop and used it to cover her face. That's just nasty.
Lawrence, I see you smiling right now. I don't think we should be laughing at this woman. When COVID cases worldwide are up, this is no time for us to mask shame. It's all hands on deck. People need to cover their faces with whatever they can. I'm certainly not going to make fun of her. I have used paper towels and Ubers to mask up. I have used dirty T-shirts from my gym bag to go into gas stations to mask up. So this woman used whatever was at her disposal. And I actually have a theory. I think this was staged. I think these ice cream shop owners were sitting around saying, listen, our sales are down this quarter. We got to find a way to get people back in the building. Let's just have some woman just start taking her clothes off. And I do think there will be more customers there next week. It's just going to be like a bunch of 13-year-old boys that are hoping to get a show. They don't actually have money for ice cream. But again, I'm not going to mask shame. I don't think you should either, my friend. That is very disturbing.
I'm shaming because I think it was for a TikTok video. Anyway. Next
Probably.
up, right, exactly. In the U.S., political pundits yell on TV to encourage vaccinations, but in Germany, they have a more interesting approach. They gather 700 sheep in the shape of a syringe, and then these farm animals, they use them to be more convincing than Fauci. So what do you think?
I want to meet the shepherd that organized this to ask if at any point she realized the irony, okay? In saying, we're going to try and get everyone in the country to follow along with what we want by using hundreds of sheep. Do they not see the irony in that statement? I also want to ask the shepherd, because she said that they did this to push people over the edge if they were vaccine hesitant. I want to find the person in Germany that said, you know, I've held out for over a year on the vaccine. I have my reasons. I've done my research, whatever it is. And I want to ask them, did this push you over the edge? Because I want to meet the person who it did. The person that said, you know what, I wasn't going to get it, but those sheep in that formation of a syringe, that made me want the vaccine. I want to meet that person and talk. I actually don't want to meet him because they're probably a psychopath.
I think they did it on purpose. I think they were making fun of us, and I think we should be, you know, sad about that. Anyway, next up, Biden's blunders have an explanation. Let's see it.
We never give him any free time or any time to think.
Does Sleepy Joe really need more vacation time, Cabot?
He certainly does not. This is a guy that spent 27% of his days in office at one of his homes in Delaware. I don't know what he's doing with all of his time if he doesn't have time to think. We know he's not talking to the media. He's only had 19 sit-down interviews since he took office. By this point in his presidency, President Trump had 87. Even President Obama had 141, so it's not like he's busy talking to the press. He calls a lid every single day at noon. We know that. And so I actually think that Jen Psaki and the Biden administration accidentally said the quiet part out loud. They don't want him to think. They want him to be busy. They want to give him a word puzzle and his chocolate chip ice cream, and they want to come in and say, we did your thinking for you. Stay busy. Here is what we want you to do. Here's what we want you to say. The less he thinks, the easier he is to control. So they wheel him out. They say, here's your talking points. He says them. They ship him up to Delaware, weekend at Bernie's. They come out, lather, rinse, repeat, do it all over again.
So you know how Trump had the button for the Coca-Cola? I think he has an ice cream button. I really do. All right, next up. Finally, a new propaganda video from North Korea claims Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un's father, invented the burrito in 2011. They offered this picture as proof. It appears to be a photo of Kim Jong-il admiring a big hunk of meat through a pair of ladies' Ray-Bans.
There are currently a bunch of social justice activists on college campuses that are marching against North Korea, not because of their human rights abuses or, you know, their communist regime, but because of cultural appropriation. This is going to put them over the edge. He is stealing the best food that the beautiful country of Mexico ever created. It's wrong. And look, I don't respect North Korea for a lot of things. Hot take, I don't like North Korea. But I do respect their ability to come up with insane new things that their dear leader has done. The other ones that I love, that Kim Jong-un shot a 26 on a round of 18 holes in golf, just a prodigious golfer. The other one, that he does not defecate because he uses up all of his energy in service of the state. That's a real thing they've said. They're getting even more creative, though. And at a certain point, you got to respect it.
The man can exaggerate. Cabot Phillips, thanks so much for joining me.